Alright guys, welcome to another beer review, and today we're going back over to Mikkeller and we are looking at a can of the Hallo, ich bin Berliner Weisse, and this is brewed with Cassis. So, let's see, beer ingredients: water, barley malt, wheat, hops, blackcurrant and yeast, clocking in at 3.7% ABV in a beautifully designed 500ml can. I think we had a couple of the Hallo, ich bin Berliner Weisse beers, and they've been really good. I think, did I have the one with blueberries? That was absolutely gorgeous. You really got a lovely blueberry flavour. But yes, this brewed with blackcurrants, and yeah, Mikkeller really do good sour beers across the board, I've found. And yeah, so I'm looking forward to giving this a try. If you have been interested by any of my Mikkeller related reviews, then I'm going to put my referral link down below so you can get yourself a nice little discount on the Mikkeller Beer Club or Beer mailbox. I got this from the Mikkeller Beer Club for August. And yeah, you get to get some beers at a nice price, and it helps me out as well. So all is fair in love and war. Not the correct analogy, but oh well. So, without any further ado, let's get this beer opened and see what we get. And I can tell by the colour of that head that this is going to look absolutely wonderful. So using my Brewdog Teku, and oi, look at that. Quite an active little bugger actually. But Jesus, that's looking lovely already. So, there we are. Well, that's it's not the best poured beer, but it looks absolutely wonderful in the glass. Just look at that pinkish hue on that head. Really lovely stuff. It looks creamy, foamy. It looks like you could bite into it. Almost looks like you've put like that cheap marshmallow sort of stuff on top of it. But yeah, beer in the glass, and it's exactly what you'd expect with blackcurrants. It's got that sort of like ruby red Ribena look to it. It's not too dark, it's really nice and hazy as well, but you do see light bleeding through it, and yeah, look at that, absolutely pitch perfect lacing there, and rocking the beer back to forth. I can't speak. The job I work at, I'm sat on the phones all day taking calls, so when it actually comes to talking like a proper human and not being a fake customer service advisor, I actually struggle to just formulate even the most general of sentences. But yeah, I'm sure you've come to appreciate that on the Clueless Drinker channel. But yeah, Teku glass. We love this glass for lambics, Geyser, I know I'm never pronouncing that word correctly ever, saisons, imperial brown ales, imperial IPAs, and strong golden Belgian ales. I suppose, you know, put whatever beer you want in whatever glass you want. Of course it does make a difference most of the time, but who cares? Don't let people like boss you around with how to drink a beer. You put it in your mouth, you taste it, you enjoy it. That's how you drink a beer, everyone. Sorry to burst the bubble, but yeah, anyway, who am I shouting at? I don't know. But yeah, just look at that head. It's got like a little... That won't make a difference if it falls. But yeah, look at that. It's also got like a chewy lump in the middle. And speaking of chewy lumps, I really want to cut down on my beer consumption because this isn't pretty. This is not pretty at all. Anyway, enough of the mess around. Let's give this beer a sniff. This is going to sound really odd, and it is really odd, but this actually reminds me. It's got like a slight savoury edge that reminds you of a Burger King burger. I know that's absolutely horrific to say, but I'm not hating it because underneath that sort of like muskiness, you're getting a lovely blackcurrant aroma coming out. But yeah, it's musky, it's a little bit sort of like damp wood almost, but then there's like this really nice condensed blackberry tart sweetness coming through. It smells really nice actually. That Burger King burger bun aroma is dissipating really quickly. I think it's just because it's come out straight out of the can. And being a Berliner Weisse, I actually had some cheat version of currywurst earlier, where I literally just got garlic sausages that were in the fridge, sliced them up, fried them with some barbecue chips, and then just made the worst attempt at currywurst ketchup, which was just ketchup, curry powder, and a bit of paprika, a bit of pepper, and a little bit of herbage. It was a cheat, and it's sacrilege to the actual dish, but it was really nice, and I wish I'd have actually poured this before I started, because, yeah, I like having beer with food. I like having food with beer. I like having food, and I like having beer, so I don't think it really matters how I combine them. But anyway, lovely, gentle, slightly tart, not too acidic, and yeah, smells lovely, so let's give it a taste. I suppose I should say Prost. And it's simple in its execution, but simplicity is not a bad thing. Is it the most exciting, groundbreaking, world perspective changing beer you're ever going to drink? No. Is it the most puckering or sour example of a Berliner Weisse? Not really. It's just a really beautifully made, simple, slightly fruity, slightly sour, light, easy drinking, sessionable Berliner Weisse with blackcurrants. It's exactly what you'd expect this beer to taste like. Yeah, it's like really like freshly pressed blackcurrant juice without any sugar or anything added to it. A little bit of a savoury sort of earthiness on the tongue as well. But don't worry, there's no Burger King burger bun on the palate at all. Isn't it amazing how some smells can just transport you back to like different things that are completely unrelated? And I think the power of smell is a really quite understated sense. And I think you can really take advantage of that, or take it for granted, I should say. Because imagine, if you can't smell anything, you can't really taste anything. So I think I'm standing up for sense. Common sense. Oh, that should be my pun. Because it could work on like a political level. And it also could work on a pun level. Common sense. I stand for common sense. Anyway, what the hell am I talking about? Just drink the beer and shut up. Yes, it's exactly what I want this sort of beer to taste like. Is blackcurrant my favourite fruit flavour? No, but it's done really well in this beer. Is it my favourite Berliner Weisse that I've had? No. Maybe a little bit more sweetness, but that's just for my own personal preference. As a Berliner Weisse in general, even though you can have a purist argument and an historical argument and that sort of thing, I think it's executed beautifully. And it's one of those beers that it's not like an amazing 10 out of 10 beer, but you actually really can't say that's a disgusting badly made beer. Do you know what I mean? It's one of those ones where I can guarantee you're only not going to like this beer if you don't like beers like Berliner Weisses. And out of the soury, beery landscape, Berliner Weisses aren't my favourite. I'm more of like a fruited goes sort of guy. Although, probably one of the best gozes that I've ever had that just blew me away was a gherkin goze from Hertel. I can't remember if it's Brauerei Hertel or Privat Brauerei Hertel, but another great German craft brewery. But yeah, any excuse to talk about Germany, eh? But yeah, this is a really good job from Mikkeller. And I'm going to enjoy the rest of that. It's one of those ones where it's not too acidic or sour to the point where after, like, I could happily have 2 or 3 cans of this. I probably would get a little bit of like acid reflux, that sort of thing. But you know, Gaviscon at the ready, you could do a full session on this beer. And I'd love to try like just a whole session with different interpretations of the Hallo, Ich bin Berliner Weisse series. So in terms of a rating, I'm going to give this one a very solid 8.5 out of 10. just a little bit more sweetness for my own personal taste. I think I would enjoy that. It's nice, it's vibrant, but at the same time it's a little bit reined in, so it's not too out of control or in your face, not too experimental. And yeah, and it loses points because I'm not, Berliner Weisse is, as I said, not my like optimal sort of sour beer, because it does have that sort of like overbrewed tea flavour, which I'm not a fan of. But again, you're not. I'm probably never going to escape that tasting note with a Berliner Weisse, and if it would probably be like overdone with fruitiness to take over that. But yeah, for a fruited Berliner, this is really damn good. So if you've tried it or any of the other beers from the Hallo series, then let me know your thoughts, opinions down below. Are you a fan of Mikkeller? Are you a fan of sour beers? Are you a fan of Mikkeller sour beers? Just hit me up in the comments. And yeah, check out my Mikkeller playlist. Check out my sour beer playlist. Check out that link down below to get yourself a little bit of a discount on your own box if you so wish. And yeah, if any of my friends and fellow beer tubers have reviewed this one, the links will be included down below as well. Anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I shall hopefully see you later. Cheers!